glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Hoosiers' offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. The Golden Gophers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Finds room at the 10. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Off-play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Lowers those pads. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. 2nd and long here. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got a little space. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, 1st down for this offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Richard. There he goes. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's shot. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Follows his blocks. It's Richard. Might have a chance. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a 1st down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now.
Touchdown, Indiana! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Motion from the back. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Almost picked off.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are...
Snags it and he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield. It's Helms. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Wants to throw again. Left side is Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Taylor has it. Runs for the tackle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on the defense penalty.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The running back has it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Quick give. It's Taylor. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. Sets his feet. It's Lindsey. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for space. It's Richard. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sure hands, it's Helms. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have two left to work with before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Rush right in his face. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The run inside. It's Taylor. They put the brakes on it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those goals.
And he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him around as soon as he catches the ball.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Running inside, it's Richard. nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Hoover. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Out wide right, it's Thompson. Ripping through the defense. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Straight ahead, it's Taylor. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Plows his way ahead. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. With the catch, it's shot. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Split backs here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Turns up, it's Richard. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught on the RPO. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Hits inside. It's Richard. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they swarm him under.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catch is made at the 15. Guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To the air, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Richard. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Thompson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Drives inside. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the 1st down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Upstairs to make the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
this offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, going to throw it. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Runs through a tackle. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. It's Marsh. Makes the grab in their space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.